Being the same mom who couldn't even heat up a pizza on the day I graduated? She didn't mean it like that. No, Lucas, I said, calm and clear. She meant it exactly like that. Just like she meant it when she told me I was too sensitive. When Dad said I should just be grateful I'm not homeless. Or when they spent $1,000 celebrating you and left me a microwave box and a frozen dinner. They meant all of it. You're being harsh. No, I replied. I'm being honest. He sighed like I was the one exhausting him. You think you're the only one who's had it hard? He snapped. You think you're the only one who's done anything for this family? No, I said, but I'm the only one who did it quietly. Who paid the bills no one wanted to talk about. Who showed up over and over and got treated like a backup plan. I paused, letting the silence stretch. Why do you think I stayed quiet so long, Lucas? Because I didn't want to hurt anyone? No. It's because I knew the second I stopped giving, someone would call me selfish. And look, here we are. He didn't respond. I hung up. The next morning, I got a letter in the mail, a real one, handwritten. The envelope had my mom's loopy handwriting. Inside was a 2-page letter, half apology, half justification. She wrote about how hard things had been raising 2 boys. How they didn't mean to overlook me. How Lucas had always been more expressive, and I was independent. She kept using that word like it was an excuse. Independent. As if being low maintenance meant disposable. She said they were scared that everything was falling apart without me. That I'd always been the one to keep things running smoothly. She ended the letter with, "We need you. Please come back so we can fix this." I folded the letter neatly and placed it in a drawer, not to frame, not to save, just to remember. Because here's what they still didn't understand. You can't fix something that's been broken by design. My absence didn't break the family. It just exposed the cracks they'd been plastering over with denial. I moved forward. The new tutoring branch took off faster than anyone expected. I ended up managing a small team of junior tutors, all of whom reminded me of students I used to be, bright, quiet, too used to being ignored. I gave them room to speak. Encouraged them. Celebrated small wins. One of them, a soft-spoken kid named Ezra, told me I was the first adult who ever remembered their name without asking twice. That stuck with me more than any family compliment ever had. I started building a life that didn't orbit around people who needed me to shrink in order to shine. I met neighbors. Made friends. Bought myself a bike. I found a new routine, one I didn't have to apologize for. Eventually, I blocked my family's numbers. Not out of anger, but peace. I needed to stop letting them rent space in my mind without paying. Months passed. Then, on the morning of my 23rd birthday, I woke up to a knock at the door. It was a delivery driver. He handed me a small box. No return address. I opened it and found a folded card and a framed photo of Lucas and me from when we were kids. We were sitting on the curb in front of our old house, eating popsicles and grinning like idiots. The card simply said, "I didn't know what you were carrying. I do now. I'm sorry. L." I stared at that picture for a long time. Not because it made me nostalgic. But because it reminded me how long I've been waiting to be seen. And maybe now, someone finally did. I didn't call back. I didn't send a reply. But I didn't throw it away either.